Hello and welcome to Chocolate Covered Gaming, a podcast where we do the questionable act of making a homebrew in under an hour. And I am, as always, Hershey, and today I am joined with the beautiful Arrow. How you doing, Arrow?
Wait, what is that candy? I've actually never heard of that.
It's a British candy bar. It's one of my favorites. It's basically a chocolate bar with they pump air bubbles into it, so it's really light and
Okay,
airy.
is it spelled arrow like the TV show
No,
or
God, no. It's spelled arrow like air, but fancy with
oh
AERO.
we're going it's the
Like
Final Fantasy
arrow. Yes,
spelling.
exactly. You know?
Those look interesting.
Are you?
Yes,
Yes.
I always if I don't know it, I'm gonna Google it.
Oh, don't worry. I'm pulling out the exotic ones soon because we're just like, hey, I'm making a different. I'm have to name a different candy
Well,
bar
at least
every
it's from
episode.
Nestle. I know Nestle.
Well, welcome. Arrow is a great treat. I'll bring it to you sometime next time I visit. But
Hooray. No, you're always visiting. What you talking about?
you're right. We do all these live together in studio because we have money.
And we have Craig.
Yeah, that's right, Craig. Looking at you. So,
MVP Craig.
Craig is
Craiginator.
MVP. So, without further ado, for our poor listeners who are somehow still with us, it is now Chris's turn to bring something up to the chocolate-covered plate I have left melting upon this table. And what you going to deposit for us today?
So, with semester over, and I have a lot of free time, I started watching anime again.
Weeaboo.
Yeah. Well, I can't stop, Hirsch, and that's why today, just going straight into it, I want to create a subclass that lets you live out the cliche of a shonen protagonist.
Wait.
Okay, now to preface this. The thing that gave me the idea for this, honestly, I was looking at Samurai again, and I thought Bushido was a really cool mechanic. I was just like, no, I'm not going to die. I'm going to keep fighting. I'm like, that's pretty anime. Which is why I don't want this subclass to be for fighter, because we'll steal too much from Bushido, and Samurai in general.
No, fair enough.
And I'm thinking, in the conceptualization of the shonen protagonist class, subclass we do, not a class, that'd be murder.
No.
We live out maybe like 3 or 4 cliches. So like one of them being the, never give up. Your theme music comes on.
Oh, God.
Yeah, and then you get that burst of energy that's like, no, I'm gonna defeat you
to let you win at the final fight after you should not get up, no matter what.
That. Maybe we can throw in something about like friendship.
Oh, God. My friends are my power.
Exactly. The training montage, maybe something along that line. Stuff like that. Something to let you play the tropey anime character in D&D.
Okay, now we have to. Oh my God. Okay. Okay.
I'm also saying not Warlock because we already did the Edge for Warlock, and we got to show we're not just going to build for our favorite subclass.
No, you're right. You're right. This is when I have to point out that we seem to have a trend.
What?
Where?
What?
I don't know what. I don't know why, but it seems to me, just pointing it out there, that 1 week we made a glorified umbrella.
Yes.
The next week we made an umbrella that was a glorified weapon.
Yes, it was great. What are you talking about?
It was great. And then now this week, last week we made a main character, monster, from a popular series.
He's not a monster.
We made him a monster.
I don't know what he is, but
so did the Sonic movie. But continuing on.
Hey, Vecna Carey, that's gold. That is gonna go places.
Oh no, Vecna Carey is beautiful. Okay, Vecna Carey, I'm proud of. Forevermore, let it be known right now. But so we made a main character from a popular video game series, and now we're making a class where anyone can be a main character.
I mean,
I love it. Don't get me wrong.
Okay, I want you to draw the connecting line between Rodon and the edge. All right.
I didn't. Let it be known now. I didn't draw a line.
Uh huh.
except for one. Except for one thing. Rodon is the edge.
No, he's a cult leader. That's not edgy.
You're right. Cult leaders aren't edgy.
That's just terrifying.
Cult icons aren't edgy at all. You know what's edgy? Capitalism. So
Currently Googling cult figures.
don't.
Cult leader figures.
That's going to get way too real way too quick.
They're not even giving me names. They're just
Yeah.
saying common, characteristics and personality traits.
Okay,
Like enigmatic and notorious.
that sounds like us.
Are we secretly a cult? No, we're not. We don't got we got a budget, but we don't got that budget.
I
All
wish
right?
we
don't
had
got
that
the budget to start a cult. What would our cult be, Hirsch?
You act as if we already haven't made it.
I mean, if we were to make a cult, theoretically speaking, in a hypothetical situation in which we may or may not have instilled a cult, I think it would be a candy cult. I think that'd be a pretty sweet gig.
I could handle a candy cult. Just gotta throw out the occasional, let the crunch be with you, as you are with the crunch.
We end the meetings with saying, okay, that's a wrap.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-bum.
All right, shonen protagonist time.
So,
Yes.
oh boy.
So, what
what-
classes do you think are pretty anime?
Well, that depends. First off, Monk is pretty anime.
That
Nothing-
monk is super anime, though.
Nothing like being a martial artist.
Martial
Ooh,
arts, most shonen anime.
Exactly.
Are martial artsy.
Like those that shall not be named,
We're not even going to name drop one, Hirsch.
Oh no, we'll name drop one, but we're gonna name drop it like this. It's gonna be name dropped as NXRO.
Wait.
I'm just gonna spell out Naruto. No, fuck
wait.
that joke.
Okay. Okay, fine. Sure. What? Hey, you want a good martial arts, manga, manhwa, whatever? Check out The Breaker. That's a good one.
I love that one. That one.
More and
amazing.
more I realize we're just having a conversation.
Yeah, and we're two people in the same body because we've never talked about the fact we've read the same manga. Apparently,
not yet. Hey, there's a lot. All right. Okay, so
True.
Monk. We've established Monk is pretty anime.
Monk is pretty anime. If we want to go American kind of cartoon style, we could go Rogue. But seeing how you want to do shonen, it's got to be anime. So I honestly think we hit it with no one. I think it's Monk.
All right, the Monk it is. The Monk is deemed. You heard it here first, folks. Monk is the most anime.
Monk is pretty anime.
It's pretty anime desu, guys.
Please stop. I was able to keep up with it.
No,
And then
no,
you did
you
that.
don't understand, Hirsch. This is how I'm getting back at you for chaining me, but with Sonic last week. Not letting me pull from video games or even the shows.
But that's what made it great. Also, you apparently know way more Sonic characters than I do.
What, like Sally?
Who the fuck is Sally?
Sally Acorn.
Who is this? Who is she?
She's a classic character. She was in Sad AM, the comics early on. She wears a vest.
I give.
She's a squirrel. Get it? Because her last name's Acorn.
Hold on, I'm getting my gun.
I know there's a walrus. I forget his name though. He's pretty cool. He's a mechanic.
Where are you? No, there's no bullets in it.
All right. So looking at Monk, Monk gets their unique little traditional abilities at 3rd, 6th, 11th, and 17th. So we got 4 features, Hirsch. 4 features to work with.
Yes, 4. And my soul hasn't already been broken.
Yeah, 4. And they're young too, like 4 kids.
Yes, so Oh my god. So
Jelly-filled donut.
stop. You stop. The power of chocolate compels you to stop.
We're not in the official Chocolate Factory chapel yet, Hirsch. You can't invoke that right here.
No. No wonder I'm so weak.
All right, so what's going to be our first thing that lets you really know you're playing anime?
Oh no, you already said it. It's got to be whatever. We have to think of an awesome name for what is basically when you're about to get knocked down. You go, your background music starts playing, and you just gain power.
You get your anime theme, and then get superpower. All right. So if this is going to be at third level, maybe that should be a baseline. Obviously, this can get really strong.
That's true.
Very
Maybe
quick.
that won't be third level.
Yeah, like I feel like that's something you work up to. You work up to the
But
you
every
get beat
anime
up.
starts with that. They don't have the norm. Every anime has the main character in first episode getting the shit kicked out of them until they finally go like, "Hey, buddy, why don't you stop?" Super technique.
I mean, they get the one like ace in the hole.
Yes,
So
they all
wait,
have their one and
wait,
ace in
that's
the
it.
hole. Oh
That's it, Hirsch.
no,
An
ace in the hole.
technique. You're like your signature move.
No. This is my secret technique.
Yeah, your secret. That's it. Exactly. That's what you start with. Is your secret technique. So when you're getting beat up, you're like, all right, cool. Let's go. Breath of the Fire Dragon, or Kamehameha, or
Are we giving him multiple options for a secret technique?
I think yes, but with like a generalized template. So maybe like, if you want to be more of a melee secret technique, a la the auras, you can pick like the melee variant. If you want, your Kamehameha, you got the ranged one.
Okay, so I'm hearing you. So how about this? How about we figure out the mechanic first, and then we'll make an AoE, a movement, a melee, and a ranged.
Okay.
I regret this immediately because I just said 4 freaking names for myself.
Hey, you know what? You got me. I can name things.
Oh no, not names. I meant more like mechanical things.
Oh yeah, well that's what makes it fun.
You have to name the. Also, know what? Off the bat, when you use this technique, you have to A, name it, and then B, every time you use it, shout its name.
Name it and shout the name proudly. Because it will defeat your enemies.
You're right. Proudly.
All right. You gotta shout in the most anime way possible.
Anime way possible.
All right. So when you use it, that's just a given. That's hard coded into the feature. All right.
Okay.
So at third level, you have 3 key points, right?
Yes, you have 1 key point per level. It's literally just you get them at second, and then it's 1 key point per level.
So looking at that and then thinking about later, later on, if let's say for argument's sake, we make it cost 3 key points, right? That means that 20th level they get what 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. That's like 6 uses with 2 left over.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Okay. So it costs 3 key points.
Yeah, it costs 3.
And that's what makes it really, amazing is because it's like, hey, you're using, early on, you're using a lot of your key points, but it's really strong because it's your secret technique.
Yeah. However, this is what I want to say. No, we'll tie this to a later ability. The ability where we go, I'm not going down. That's something like that name. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I will never give up.
Yeah. I'll never give up.
Yeah.
When that effect is triggered, next turn you get to use your secret technique for free.
Oh yeah, that's super.
Because that's what every
that's
anime
what
does.
happens.
Because they get up and they're like, I'm not going down. Secret technique. Trademark jutsu. Because we don't want to be sued.
Yeah, trademark Kamehameha jutsu that activates my trap card.
Did you tap for mana?
No, you have to jump for it.
I hate you. I hate you so
like I said,
much.
this is my revenge for Sonic.
I like anime and manga, and you're doing this to me? I'm going to have to start calling them mangoes.
Oh, the mangoes and the animus.
I need my animus and my mongoose. Green juice, guava juice.
All right, so next turn, when you never give up, can use secret technique for free.
We'll put more on that one. Maybe like a
Yeah, we'll do more, but I'm making that footnote. So when we get
make
there.
that footnote.
All
Okay.
right, so secret technique. Gotta name it, gotta shout it, cost 3 key points.
So now we have 4 templates we gotta build. Let's do this simple one. The melee aura 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 aura.
All right, so our aura move.
Honestly, part of me want. This is where we're gonna have to think. Do we want this to A, scale up as a level, or B, do we want this to just be pretty broken at 3rd level, and then be pretty okay at 18th?
Honestly, that just sounds like that fits with Monk, honestly. Be super strong early, but then scale off later in terms of DPS.
They're pretty disgusting later on too, because their dice.
Oh yeah, the
increase.
movement and stuff, and
no, their dice go up with them.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry, you know me. Monk is like one of the ones where I'm like, why, Monk? Why are you so beautifully stupid?
Why are you so good?
Why were they
you're
like
the monk?
Why they were like, oh yeah, 4 attacks with daggers isn't good enough. Short swords. Oh yeah, long swords. Oh yeah, versatile long swords. My hands are long swords stapled to them.
All right, so
with other hands
official.
holding them.
You know, Hirsch believes that the monk is just truly Goku in disguise.
They made Sun Soul. He is.
Yeah.
They knew what they were doing when they made Sun
I will
Soul.
like to say that we are not going to give him transformations.
Nope. No, we're not.
No transformations. Sorry.
Putting that down now. If you want transformations, play Paladin.
Yeah, that's Paladin. Paladin does that.
Okay, so
Aura move. We know that it's
move.
not going to scale. You know, these abilities are not going to scale.
Yes, so what I think Aura should do is now it's going to be hard for us to crunch numbers in such a time constraint, but
I mean, it doesn't even have to be an Aura, just some kind of a melee technique.
Oh,
I
no.
think we just want to go Aura.
We have to go Aura.
But see, the thing is, we've got an Aura. It's called Flurry of Blows.
Which is why we upgrade it. And you know,
we're going to make Flurry of Blows gets better.
Literally, when you use this ability, you make your attack action grants you 2 extra attacks.
Now, will this scale with extra attack?
Yes. This is the little bit I'm giving them. So that at 5th level, they're doing 6 attacks a turn for 4 key. No, keep in mind though, that is for 4 key points. They're doing 6 attacks a turn.
So this scales with extra attack and Flurry of Blows?
Well, because Flurry of Blows is a separate action.
Mm-hmm.
And however, that is, if they want to do Flurry of Blows and our melee template, that is 4 key points a turn.
All right, yeah, I like that. And that lets you do the auras and do a lot of dice rolling and just have a fun time.
Yeah, that is also 6 attacks, which at max level is like, goddamn, D10 plus 5 each.
Oof.
So that is 6d10 plus 30, so you're welcome.
You're welcome. We made you animate. All right, well, that sounds good.
Now our ranged variant. Now we gotta think, do we want this to be Sun Soul, where it's like you make a ranged attack, or do we want this to be Kamehameha, where it's a line effect?
If we've got JoJo in there, we gotta have our Kamehameha.
So it's a line effect.
All right, yep, it's a beam.
Then do we want this to be our AoE one, or do we just want ranged and AoE to be the same thing?
Yeah, let's bring that together.
We'll just swing them together. Ranged AoE is a line effect 10 feet wide because we've seen how big Kamehameha can be, and
you can split a planet.
We're not doing that. We're not blowing up moons.
We're not splitting a planet.
We're not blowing up moons. We like our moon. We like waves. So,
but what if someone pisses on the moon?
We'll deal with that later. And also, how Shadow the Hedgehog is all quill, no pillow. You heard it here. You heard it here first, folks. Shadow the Hedgehog is all quill, all pillow.
Okay. All
No
right.
one's
So
gonna get that but
line
like
effect.
3 people.
No, people are going to get it. People are going to get it. That thing is huge.
Oh god. So
Like this walnut, but way smaller.
stop it. So
So line effect, 10 feet wide.
10 feet wide, just 10 feet wide. A good old solid 10 feet. How long do we
Are we
want it to
boosting
go?
damage or what? Is it?
Let's not do damage first. Let's think of like the effective area before we do damage.
Ooh, you know what's Dragon Ball Z's E?
What?
Turning that the affected area into difficult terrain afterward.
They do destroy everything.
Yeah.
Okay, so how long do we want it to go? It's 10 feet wide, turns it into difficult terrain. How
Well, it's
far is the
definitely
damage?
not infinite.
Yes, I thought that was obvious.
I mean, if I think of the games, it doesn't like go on forever. Like what, 60 feet?
Cool, we're making a lightning bolt, so it's 10 feet wide, 60 feet long. Turns after it's used, it turns into difficult terrain.
Yeah, after the effect resolves,
Yeah.
it becomes difficult. The affected area becomes difficult terrain.
Is a dexterity saving throw.
Terrain, deck save.
Now the hard part, the damage.
Why not use the why don't we use the martial arts dice as a base?
Okay, that way at least scales up.
Yeah. And that could be what makes, Kamehameha cool is, compared to Aura. Aura is, it kind of, it scales up in a different way.
Okay, so how many martial arts dice do we want to use per Kamehameha?
All right. Well, if they're getting this at third level, what kind of spells do wizards sling around at third level?
Scorching Ray. Scorching Ray. But
Oh,
no,
really?
seriously,
Please tell me more.
Shatter, Scorching Ray. If we want to go saving throws and stuff like that,
All
there
right. Well,
are.
Scorching Ray does 2.
Scorching Ray does 2d6 3 times.
Yeah. So
It's a bit higher than just that. Shatter, which is however, that's an attack. So let's look at saving throw. Shatter, which is a Constitution saving throw, but still a saving throw, is 2d8.
mhm.
You know.
Well, I'm hearing 2.
Hmm.
2 die, or level. Your level, it determines the number, and then your martial
Stop.
arts die.
No, because that's 20d10.
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
You know exactly what's wrong
All
with
right.
them.
So it sounds like we're going to set a base, and then kind of like Firebolt, like it scales up at a certain point.
Yeah, we'll let the damage die scale it up. However, I think for our sake, we should just give it a number of die
All right.
and let the die scale up with martial arts dice.
Okay.
So it's just the number stays the same. However, the amount of
3
damage
is a nice number.
I think 3 is nice, and you can do it a lot. And it's 3d4 to 3d6 to 3d. I do.
Eight.
I feel like it just peters out too much, though.
Well, that's what I'm
Just-
saying. Like, hey, at X level,
I guess
it's now 5 dice.
Okay, we'll start it at 3. Then how about at level? We could go. I want
Ooh,
the
wait,
fifth
let's
on the
look back at
moon.
Never Give Up. Wait, no, never mind. Because this is one subdivision.
Yeah, this is one of
Okay.
our subdivisions of. This is my secret technique.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's look at let's compare it to Aura Aura. How does Aura Aura scale up? Right, you get number of attacks. Those attacks are naturally kind of scaled with you.
That's the thing. We just threw that one together with extra attack scaling and the damage dice, which is good.
Yeah, it's good, and it naturally kind of grows up with you.
Yeah.
Kamehameha. So Aura, when I look at these two, Kamehameha, it's got a size, it's got affects terrain, right? There's a save involved. This is a spell versus or just being a martial arts technique
True.
style, right? And so I think that's kind of where we're hitting our wall. Is we're looking at this one like, okay, well it's got to be a spell.
You know
but
what? I think I got it.
What are we doing?
Proficiency times dice.
Ooh. Yeah, okay.
Starts at a 2d4, but then you go up to 6d10.
So your proficiency mod determines the number of dice.
Yes.
Okay.
Which I think is a unique twist we've never really used in making a character, period.
I don't think anyone really, at least like from what I see, people don't really use the number of dice you use is according to proficiency.
You're welcome, Internet.
Yeah, look at this new thing. You heard it here, folks. We're original.
Please don't, actually. Forgive me. I'm sorry. So we have, okay, I like that, actually.
Yeah.
So 2 times martial arts dice. We'll word that better later.
Oh, it's 2 times. Yeah.
No, not 2.
Proficiency bonus.
Times martial art dice. Thank you.
PB number, dice type, martial arts. Well, don't worry. I'll make it pretty.
We'll make it pretty later.
This is just, we're making this. All right.
And now movement.
Yes.
Because there are some people who just want to, it's nothing personnel, kid. Teleports behind you. Snapping necks.
Okay, so who's an anime character that's like movement's their big thing?
Well, there's a certain one called Naruto.
Oh, well, that was easy. All right, well.
There's another one.
All right, you do the Naruto run.
Oh, God.
Hands back and everything. You know what? The way this secret technique could be, it could be fun parkour.
I'm listening.
Okay, so, Naruto's big thing is all about that hardcore parkour. Monk, when you get the water running, the wall running and stuff, you can do parkour. It's like, what if you want to just go heavy on that parkour and let mobility be your weapon?
Still listening.
Looking at long strider, looking at jump.
So you want to give someone long strider a jump.
And jump.
Okay. Here's what I'm thinking. For mobility, they could do that, or they get something like the charge effect, where the amount of distance they move in a straight line, they just bullet someone.
Oh, do you mean the spin dash?
You know what? We literally did that last week, so never mind. I like your idea more.
I was trying to I knew you were going to want to go there.
Never mind. We didn't say that.
I didn't say that. Speak for yourself.
We didn't say that. We go down together, damn. We are a team. When one of us fucks up, we all fuck up.
We're supposed to be a unit.
Damn straight.
No, that's what you Tropic Thunder it and say so. Never mind. All right.
Damn it, that's actually on me. I dropped the ball on that reference.
It's fine. It's fine.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Naruto running, parkour. Mirror's Edge. How does Mirror's Edge make parkour deadly?
You fuck up and fail?
Okay, yeah. But for the other guy. But for the other people.
You run really fast to people and jump on them. I hate to say it.
So you become Mario.
Not exactly, but I know how I worded it, so... Oh, God. Yeah, kinda. Not exactly. More like a drop kick than a stomp, but...
Do you want to just keep it melee and ranged?
Honestly, kinda, because I feel like mobility secret technique isn't as...
It's doomed from the start. It's Benny in New Vegas. It's like, sorry, kid, it was rigged, rigged from the start.
Damn, that's too real.
Cool. All right, so, bye. We killed 2. Technically, one got merged into another. All right, 6th level.
Okay, 6th level. I think this is where we go and give them the I'll never give up.
All right. Never give up. The undying spirit,
So we straight up just give them relentless endurance from half orcs,
Yeah,
which means
relentless endurance.
half orc shonens sucks to be you.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Or well, actually no, because it's a charge you use. So I guess you have double their endurance.
that's pretty good, actually.
Actually, hold on. I need to check this out. I need to look into this.
What, half orc with...
How's the half orc race
When
ability
you are
worded?
reduced to 0 hit points but not killed outright, you can drop to 1 HP instead. Can't use this until you finish a long rest.
You can, so you don't have to use this ability. It's optional. So fuck. We half orc shonen characters. You can almost die twice. However, ours will be short and long rest.
Yeah, give them relentless endurance, recovers on a short and long rest.
And you get to use your awesome secret technique for free.
Yeah.
The turn after your until the end of your next turn, you can use your secret technique for free.
Till end of next turn, gain secret technique for free. Nice.
We also should note that you can only use your secret technique costs an action, but I feel like that's obvious, but we'll say
But
that
we'll
just
put that, cost 3 key points and an action. I'm just going to write that in there.
use your action to use this effect, basically. We'll fix the wording later.
We make this pretty, I promise.
We will. Don't
or
worry.
your money back.
They never gave us their money.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's the...
So
Please subscribe to our non-existent Patreon.
yeah, our Patreon that totally exists doesn't. So
It's actually a front for our cult. All right, so
like,
6th level,
hope
never
you like
giving up.
chocolate and Rodan.
And boba tea.
Exactly.
So
So
you can feel bad about yourself when you eat the chocolate, then drink boba tea and think you're doing all right.
so now we're at 11th level for this wonderful, wonderful monk. What else do main characters do? We got their secret technique. We got.
Friendship's a given.
I feel like that's the key. I feel like that's your capstone, though. That's your 17th. My friends are my power.
All right, so I'll just put friendship under 17th level.
Friendship under. I really do want. I feel like my friends are my power is a great name.
I'm looking at you, Kingdom Hearts.
I'm looking at you, It. Hey, no. For all those wondering, watch It, the new one. It's basically an anime ending.
Oh, right, really?
They beat up with the power of friendship because they get over their fears together.
Oh, wonderful.
That's not even a joke. Watch it, and when you watch it, watch it, or if you haven't watched it, and if you have already watched it, watch it again because you know I'm right. You know it in your heart of hearts.
All right, so friendship
Kingdom
is our
Hearts
capstone.
is light. Friendship is our capstone. So what's our 11th? What is our 11th level? What else do anime people? What else do shonens do? They have their secret techniques.
Depending on the shonen, they do the bamboozle.
Ooh, that's true. Ooh,
Your next move will be blank. They do the bamboozle. They do the impossible odds.
We already got the I won't give up
training montage.
Yes. How are they going to do a training montage in combat?
So what are you thinking then?
I'm wondering. So we got secret technique, we got friendship, we got
the Deus Ex Machina that is undying spirit.
What else could a main character use?
Well, time to Google anime tropes. Anime shonen tropes.
Oh my god.
Because apparently we don't have this on, call.
You'd think we would know this well enough.
We just don't watch trash.
Damn.
All right, shouting out the name of the attack, the simple-minded hero, tragic flashbacks. There's always more talking, tournaments, never-ending hunger, one-sided crushes, absentee parents. This isn't even my final form.
Why?
Training montage.
I guess you were right.
The outcast hero with secret powers, romanticizing high school life. Everyone wants to be the king. Toast in mouth. I think that's it, Hirsch.
I hate to agree with you, but you're right. When
Ooh,
you
okay. So when you
hit,
finish a long rest,
yeah.
I was serving it up for you
Oh,
because
son of
it sounded
a-
like you were gonna do something.
I thought it sounded like you were gonna. I was okay. Okay, I have something. I just thought you were gonna do something yourself.
So
But as always, I'll carry the team.
yeah,
Damn, didn't even. Okay, thought you were gonna like deny it or something. Try and act all haughty or not. But
listen,
damn,
listen. It's okay. We know who really carries the team.
fuck off. Who? At least Craig supports me.
I mean, Craig's on my side.
Damn you, Craig! You backstabbing piece of shit.
All
So,
right, toast in the mouth. Go
toast in
on.
the mouth. Whenever you finish a long rest, you are able. You can put a piece of toast
Mm,
in your
so
mouth.
powerful.
But here's what it does. As long as you have this toast in your mouth,
Movement.
definitely movement. But part of me wants to force you to crash into somebody.
Okay, wait. You have to use 5 feet. So you're going to get extra movement. You have to use 5 feet of movement to turn. Otherwise, you'll run into someone.
So as an action, they can put a piece of toast in their mouth once per long rest.
All right.
However, they can only move. They have to spend a certain amount of movement. They have to move a certain distance in a straight line before they can turn at all.
Yeah.
I don't.
Because you're sprinting to class. You got to get home or something. Got to catch the train. And then you run into someone. There's a nuclear explosion.
This is just okay. This is just so niche. This
Well,
is so niche. I love it. I don't think it really does anything for the player, but I love it.
I mean, imagine this on a tabaxi.
Oh god.
So how much extra movement are we giving him?
I want to say 30,
That works.
and you have to move at least 20 feet in a straight line.
30 extra movement. Must move at least 20 in a straight line.
Before you can turn, and then you have to go another 20 feet before you can turn again.
Now, how can you lose the toast?
When you are forced to run into something, you lose the toast.
Run into something.
So basically, if you can't maneuver properly because you're like in a doorway and you run into an enemy, like you're in a hallway, you run into an enemy, or you're like, you turn
You
once
run
and then
into the wall.
you turn once, you realize that like the hallway doesn't continue as far as you thought, and you run into another wall because it turned too soon.
Basically, this turns you into a rocket.
Yeah, part of me wants to make the turning radius even farther, like even more. Maybe not 20 feet.
30.
What do you think? Yeah, let's do 30. And know what? We'll make it. It gives you 40 feet, but you have to use 30 feet to turn.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Move at least 30. So instead of at least moving 30, you must use 30.
You must
feet
move
to
30
turn.
feet straight before you can turn. Then you must move 30 feet in that direction before you can turn again. And we'll figure out a good way to word it.
Yeah. So basically, you can only turn between 30-foot increments.
Bingo.
30-foot increments each time before turning. Basically, you turn into Snake. And I'm not talking Metal Gear. I'm talking Nokia phone.
No, yeah. However, what we will give them is that you at least have a disadvantage on all opportunity attacks against you due to your rapid toast speed.
Yeah, because you're trying to get to class.
No, you're just you're going so fast and you're trying so hard to avoid people that every opportunity attack you trigger avoids you. Now, you know what we have to do, though?
What?
We have to put down the last part of this ability. That is, if you run into something, what happens? Not only do you lose the toast, though, have you seen the girl running into her crush or the guy who will be her crush when she's late to school, do you see how far they get thrown against each other?
Mm-hmm.
That is a collision. And you know what collisions mean?
Prone.
And damage.
Prone plus damage.
So you get knocked prone. Your opponent gets knocked prone. And you and your opponent, if your opponent is not an inanimate object, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or if your opponent doesn't have a hit pool, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
DMs make breakable objects, though. It's easy.
Just it can break.
You take... Do we want to make it equal to the amount of movement they've moved in that straight line?
So what? Like every 10 feet, do 1d, whatever d8. Then if it's 20, 2d8, 3d8.
No, how about if you crash into something? Because let's be fair, you're a monk. You're good at mitigating damage.
Mm-hmm.
How about for every 20 feet you move with toast in your mouth in a straight line before crashing? Or no, not 20 feet. How about every 10 feet you just take a d4?
Yeah.
Because you're good at, stopping those blows, you know what I mean? And taking a fall,
Yeah, and
However,
it's not like, you're getting murdered unless you look at, Nietzsche
Yeah.
Joe.
Exactly. So this starts until you want it to stop. You can use an action to stop it.
Yeah.
Use an
you can
action
use
to
an action to finish the toast.
Yeah. Use an action to start the toast and use an action to finish it. And while you're eating the toast, you go. And it can only be used once per long rest.
Yeah. You know what? And we actually gave it, some utility.
Yep. And also, if you want to just be a missile, be a missile.
Just be a missile, yeah. Half orc. Get that toast, boy.
Hell, you have relentless endurance by this level. You can just throw yourself with your, maybe have someone cast Longstrider on you. Use your bonus action for that. Also, maybe be a wood elf, actually.
Or Tabaxi.
Or Tabaxi. Move that 65 plus 40
Shout out
feet.
to the Tabaxi monk.
Right?
Who you
Move
are.
105 feet a turn. And
Easy.
then just clash into someone for 10d4 damage.
Yeah.
Be a missile. Nothing
this.
wrong with a missile.
But now we gotta talk friendship.
My friends are my power.
All right, so I know we gotta do once per long rest.
Oh, 100%. It cannot be done more.
Because it's emotional. It's a friendship,
Yeah, look, okay, the relentless endurance one, I can never give up, happens all the time. They do it at least once an episode, maybe even twice sometimes. It's crazy.
Especially if it's the season finale or God forbid the series finale.
Right? However,
where they're doing it every second.
Right? However, my friends are my power. That is the end to an arc.
Yeah, that's the that's the big moment.
That's when you unlock some secret power in yourself when you're up against the ropes.
Yeah. That's when Dragon Force starts playing.
Exactly. Through the fire and the flames, man. So, my friends are my power. Part of me wants to do this, part of me legit wants to go, base this off how many times your friends have been knocked down this encounter.
So it really is just you're back against the wall. If your party wipes, this gets super strong.
Exactly, but your party needs to, they can get up. It's literally just, we'll do it kind of like an if and kind of style, where for each party member that's been knocked down at least once, add this much power.
Okay.
Up to a max, because let's be fair, I run Adventure League and I also play in an actual campaign. So I've been in campaign groups where it's 3 people, and I've been in campaign groups where it's 7. And it's just let's not penalize the people who are forced into a 3-player group, because Adventure Zone is awesome.
Yeah. All right. So it's an if and.
So it's an if and. So that's going to be the problem. That's the thing. I want to make it we'll do it every time someone drops up to a max, because sometimes, in those combats, you're kind of going healing word, they get up, they got knocked back down.
All right. So it's a minimum of 1.
Minimum of 1. 4? Max of 4.
And that also gives us a little bit of wiggle room because now we don't have to worry about, well, what if there's a 10-person party? This is super broken.
It also, if 4 people get knocked down in your 7-person party, you still have 3 people up, and you can use this, If
Yeah.
you're in a 3-person party, both your teammates have to get knocked down twice.
What if you include yourself?
No, you can't include yourself. I'm okay with that. It's more so, it just feels hard. You know what I mean?
No, that's what I'm saying. Include never give up.
Oh, let never give up? Okay. Then we have to word it like this. Whenever your hit points would hit 0.
All right, so whenever... Okay, for each opponent that gets knocked unconscious, or if your HP would hit 0.
Yeah, but you know what that means too, though? We can also... know what else would trigger it then? Death Ward. And Relentless Endurance and your own ability. Like, you could actually build around this.
Your or an ally's HP.
If your or an ally's HP would hit 0, you got to charge.
Mm-hmm.
Now we got to think, what do we put these... What multiple of damage, and how are we dealing this damage? Because
It's got to go back to your secret technique. It's got to become a either, time stop aura or a Kamehameha times 1000. Clearly.
you're right. So,
Like, it's... Yeah.
depending on your secret technique, melee or ranged, one of 2 things will have to happen depending on what your secret technique is.
Yeah. All right, so...
So I think for how many charges... Now, here's what I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like for melee, we have to make this target one creature.
Yeah.
Because this is like, hey, you're the big bad. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, it's you and me, pal. Let's go.
Right? And this is what I want. This is what I think it's got to be.
They target a single creature.
Target a single creature. Attack a number of times equal to... I just feel like that would be a lot of dice rolling, actually. Maybe we should just make it an ability.
Or just scale up damage.
Well, no, because this is 17th level. They're already at D10. So what I'm thinking is, what if we just make it a strength saving throw? Because your opponent's physically withstand... No, constitution saving throw. Because your opponent's physically withstanding the blows.
Yeah. A con save.
And you deal 5 times the number of charges.
Charge number.
Times your martial arts die. No, because that 4 charges... No, that's 20 D10. Oh god, that's 20 D10. Hold on, let me look up Meteor Swarm real quick. Hold on. Did I just... Okay, no, Meteor Swarm is 40 D6 damage for a 9th level spell.
40 D6? Okay.
This is only 20 D10.
This is fine. Plus, it's your big move. Come on.
You do also have to have your allies die repeatedly.
Yeah, so 5 times charge number of, martial arts die.
Yeah, and half damage if they succeed.
Half damage if they succeed.
So that's 20 D10 of just you beating the shit out of someone.
Yeah. And range.
Oh, God.
Make it go longer. Make it go longer and hit harder. Okay. Make it the moon splitter.
Make it the piss on the moon beam.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Per charge, add 20 feet to length and width. Or 10 feet if you want to be conservative. That's it, though.
Let's do that. That's it? We don't even increase damage?
Oh, yeah, we'll increase damage, but I'm saying that's one factor of it.
Okay, so 10 feet per charge. So that makes it become... No, because it's 10 feet. No, yeah, 50 feet wide. 100 feet long.
Yeah. That's not horrible.
That's a battle map, but continuing on. And how much? So the damage is not going to be able to increase by much.
Yes.
How much do we want the damage to increase by? Part of me wants to say
2d8 per charge.
Well, no, we should at least keep all the dice the same for the sake
Okay, martial
of
arts.
two. Well, no, because again, this is 17th level. They're a D10. We can make this easy on ourselves.
Yeah.
And just say 2d10 per charge.
Okay. And that's how you get the big Kamehameha wave ability.
Yeah. Now, here's the last thing we have to do. We have to do two things here, okay?
Mm-hmm.
First off, because this is determined by your secret technique, I want to say two things here, and I want to hear your opinion. One. Why did I say? I've said I was going to do numbers, then I said a letter. That's how we do. One. This counts as a secret technique. However, it costs way more. It costs 6 key points.
Yeah, because it's,
Yeah, it's your final move.
And it's not like you're going to be able to spam this multiple times.
Yeah, however, if you have full charges and you trigger Never Give Up, you can do it for free.
Yeah, because this is the big anime moment. Like you're never giving up,
No, this is when the music's like crescendoing.
Like
stand up that one final time in slow motion, and you just basically shout, "Fuck you!" and blow up.
Abraca, fuck you.
Damn straight. This is our Abraca, fuck you.
No, give
moment.
them something to shoot for.
Exactly.
Give them really like, hey,
make them plan. Make them work for it.
Yeah. Because that's like what? 1, 2. That's like 3 different conditions they have to meet if they want to do the big awesome thing for free.
They have to hold resources. They have to actually go off on it. They have to have allies, go down. And also once per long rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We already said that.
I know, just
we got to reiterate for the listener.
Yep. Okay. So
I think we got it.
No, I think we do. So, Arrow, would you be so kind as to tell me and our dear, dear listeners the actual thing we've created today?
All right. So today we have created, the way of the shonen. At 3rd level, you get a secret technique based on your choosing of either a melee or ranged attack. When you use this technique, you must name it and shout the name proudly whenever you use it because it will help you defeat your enemies. It costs 3 key points and an action to activate. Your melee aura technique allows you to make your attack action grant 2 extra attacks, scaling with extra attack and flurry of blows, giving you a lot of punch potential. If you're all about that beam, your ranged attack, your Kamehameha wave, will give you a line effect, 10 feet wide, 60 feet long. When the effect finishes resolving, the affected area becomes difficult terrain. Those caught within the beam have to make a dex save, with the damage being your proficiency bonus number, with the dice type being, of course, your martial arts die. At 6th level, you learn to never give up and maintain that undying spirit. This is an ability that recovers on a short or long rest, and it essentially gives you relentless endurance that when triggered, while you trigger it, until the end of your next turn, you can use your secret technique for free because you have the undying spirit. At 11th level, you have the ability to wake up, the day starting right and starting super late with that toast in the mouth, basically making you a bullet when you finish a long rest. As an action, you can put a piece of toast in your mouth once per long rest. And you can use an action to finish the toast, but as long as you have the toast in your mouth, you have to move a certain distance in a straight line, 30 feet to be exact, 30 feet increments before being able to turn, but you get 40 extra movement. And enemies that try to attack you and take the opportunity have disadvantage. If you run into something, both you and the target, as long as they're, a creature and not an object, you both get knocked prone, and for every 10 feet you have moved in a straight line before crashing, you deal 1d4 damage. Finally, at 17th level, You learn that friends are the real power, and once per long rest, for each party member that either gets knocked down unconscious, or whenever you or an ally's HP would hit 0, minimum of 1, maximum 4, you can activate this ability depending on your secret technique to give you a special power. Either for melee, targeting a single creature, forcing it to make a con save, dealing 5 times the charge number of martial arts die, half damage if they succeed on a constitution save. And in your range, increasing the width and length by 10 feet per charge and dealing an extra 2d10 per charge. This counts as a secret technique, costs 6, but if you have full charges and you trigger Never Give Up, it's free. And that is the way of the shonen.
Well, you heard it here first, folks. We have once again used our dark arts to create something that no man should ever see in the light of day, but we made it, and you'll listen to it, and then you'll see it. Aren't you lucky?
And then your DMs will hate us.
Oh, God. You know what?
No, we're going to get two extremes. They're either going to hate us or they're going to love us.
If you show this to your DM and say, I want to play this, any of these, say, like, you should use this, tell us how your DM reacts. Or if you're a DM, tell us how you react, period. When you show this to your players. Just, please, I want to hear the stories. And you can email us.
Send those stories to chalkcoveredgamemail@gmail.com. That's chalkcoveredgamemail@gmail.com. You can also post a comment with your little story on our videos on the YouTubes, or somehow message us through SoundCloud, somehow, some way, which you can find us at SoundCloud at soundcloud.com/2019_6097. That's soundcloud.com/2019_6097. Our YouTube is, of course, Chalk Covered Gaming.
Oh, boy.
Hirsch, I think we did the anime.
We did the anime. We not only did the anime, we did the shonen, which means at some point we'll have to do the shoujo, which is going to be something completely different. And for that, this and everything we've done so far, we're sorry.
We're very sorry for this one in particular.
Oh, and all the other ones too. But yeah, especially this one. Thanks for listening.